You're watching Play Replay with Async. I am Async, and I just wanted to give a kind of overview of what I want to do with this show now that I'm kind of starting to get into videos here like this. So I like to talk. I just want to do on this channel kind of whatever I feel into at the time. You know, I like to talk about a lot of things I enjoy from the past and the present, things that I'm into right now, like video games, movies, TV shows, a lot of stuff that I'm not breaking ground here with anything really extremely new that nobody's ever seen before, because a lot of people have covered a lot of this stuff. I'm into collecting Transformers, Masters of the Universe figures, so I might talk about some of that sometimes, and you never know. Maybe I'll talk about a Masters of the Universe movie and how that's not going to probably go well, because everything seems to be woke nowadays, and they can't seem to get anything to be right because they have an agenda all the time. I'll probably talk about stuff like that too, about the stuff that I see in movies that has an agenda, that's beating you over the head with this almost cult-like religious attitude that these people have to push whatever they're into on you. I'll talk about like old movies I like. I mean, maybe I'll talk about like stuff that I grew up with, you know, like things that I enjoy from childhood, you know. Like, I mean, that kind of ties into with the action figures that I collect and stuff like that, you know. So I'd like to kind of be all over the place with what I want to do. I know YouTube algorithms doesn't like it when you have so many different things that you're into, but I'd like to have this be kind of a multi-show where you can kind of watch and just get whatever is going on in my head at the time, and maybe I could, I don't know, eventually maybe have some guests on. I don't know. I'd like to figure out how to do that. I'm not sure how to use the computer to do interviews and record it and all that stuff. I'm doing this very simple right now, so I'm just being honest. I'm very simple when it comes to these type of things. I do a lot of recording on my phone, and I use CapCut, the app. It's a free app that everyone should have this on their app. It's great. But you can edit videos with that and do all the stuff that I'm doing right now with CapCut on your phone. You can get it on your PC and stuff too, but I like to do it on the fly and keep it simple, you know. I don't like to have all this stuff that I can't really understand. And I'm not super tech knowledgeable about everything. Maybe in time I can have somebody help me with that stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to get into talking about whatever is on my mind, and, you know, like, I mean, I'd like to talk about video games and movies and all that, and basically entertainment, pop culture stuff. But I don't want to talk about all the negative all the time, but I do see why a lot of people will talk about the negative, because it's really screwing up the franchises that people love. And that is a big problem, especially nowadays when you can't watch a Star Wars movie, you can't watch anything without seeing how they just don't know what they're doing. It's like creativity is just gone. They can't create anything new without kind of copying something from the past or mirroring it or some kind. So it's like you're getting all this agenda-filled propaganda, basically, that's supposed to teach you how they know what's right and you don't. It's as the actual fan that's giving them the money. I mean, last I checked, I thought the customer was always right, but I guess the customer is always wrong nowadays, and they can tell you you're wrong and still take your money. You can't have it both ways. Hollywood really needs to wake up, and I don't know what to tell you, but I mean, I guess I'm going on about some negative stuff now too, but you know, that's the way it is. These people are rich and privileged, so why are they allowed to tell us that like me, I'm a white guy, so I'm white privileged already as far as they're concerned. But if they look in the mirror, they'll find real quick that they're privileged beyond belief, more privileged than me. And a lot of them are white, you know, so it's hypocritical at best. So I would just like to just find a happy place where people can, talk back and forth and not have to have all these disagreements and all this stuff. I have an opinion, you have an opinion, we all have opinions about movies and films and TV shows and all these games and all this stuff and pop culture in general, okay? But we can also agree that there is an agenda being pushed on people, and it is destroying the franchises that people have grown up to love. And it also is stifling creativity, because now no one can create anything without hiring certain types of people and certain types of things to push certain things. Before they get to the story, they have an agenda, and then they go, does this agenda fit into this story? That's like the first thing that they do, and it kind of ruins the story, I know, I don't know, the Obi-Wan show, that kind of was ruined because they had to change it up. They couldn't have Luke that he's protecting. Instead, it had to be Leia. Well, Leia's fine, but you couldn't have Luke? Oh, it's because he's a white boy, and they wanted to use a girl, so they had to change it. There is agendas in Hollywood, and they do change things up because of they're trying to, they can't have too many white people on screen or white men or whatever. They can't have this. It's just too much. And I realize this is going to offend somebody right now, but it's like, whatever, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And I know a lot of people are getting tired of it. So if you hear a lot of people online talking about negative parts of films and movies and stuff that they don't like, it's not really because they hate movies, all the movies that they see. It's because they actually like the franchise, and they just don't want anything bad to happen to it. They want the franchise to stay pure the way it was created originally. They just don't want it to be completely changed and taken over by this woke agenda, So I think that's passion. I don't think that's really anger and hate. I think that that's just people wanting creative people to have the power to write the stories and actually do justice to the characters in the stories and move the story into a place where it actually can go somewhere and not be woke. You know what I mean? And also on these videos, if you hear a dog snoring in the background or any sounds, it's because every single time I start to record something, my dog always has some sounds or noises that starts up every time. So that's going to be something you might have to deal with too. So anyway, I don't want to go on forever. This is just kind of like a good kind of an intro. I'm still working things out. I'm still trying to nail things down, trying to get a feel for how I want to do this. But I do want to do videos like this from time to time. And I'd like to be able to have the time to do videos all the time like this and just do this as my job. But I don't know if YouTube would allow that, because YouTube likes to cancel things and shut things down and flag things for stupid reasons. And, you can never tell what YouTube's going to do, because their policies are always flip-flopping and changing. So I don't know. So please don't take offense, YouTube. I don't want to offend you, because I like your platform, because there's a lot of people here. But I don't know. Rumble, they don't really have a lot of people. And every time I've done anything on Rumble before in the past with other stuff, their views are extremely low. There's never any. It's just not the same as YouTube. Rumble needs to blow up and become big, like huge, or all these, or any other platform like that has any kind of semblance that's similar to YouTube, because YouTube, these policies and all this agenda-filled stuff. I'm sure that they're right in there with the World Economic Forum and all their agendas to stifle people's free speech and kind of just keep them quiet. But I don't know. We got to fight this one way or another, and we got to stand up for our rights some way. And I think doing videos and talking about it and trying to talk to each other, and kind of have our opinions out there, that might be helpful. I don't know. It might wake people up to certain things. Who knows? But yeah, I don't want to go on forever and talk too much here. I just wanted this to be kind of an intro as to where I want to go and what I want to do. So with that, leave comments below if you want to say anything about anything I talked about in general, and maybe some ideas for the show. I don't know. And like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.